fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant, it works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. On 2nd down, Callahan.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lawrence steps away. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And the Jags have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 8. They go play action with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythm rhythms. What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Touchdown Colts. CD Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them to the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete out of the end zone. It's third down and 1 yard to go.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lawrence going to throw again. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown. Paris Campbell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Jaguars 31, Colts 14. Rosas to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 6 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Let's go. 22, 22, 22.
On play action, Lawrence. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Lawrence on first down. Going up top. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Lawrence's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Callahan. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38, Colts 14. Rosas to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And just a yard to go here on second down. To the air again, Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right. That throw, he knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Eric Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Callahan. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
45, Colts 21. Rosas to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A big offensive explosion.